Good morning. My name is Melissa Fordyce. It is a pleasure to be with you here this morning. Thank you for the opportunity to present to you this comprehensive public relations campaign to support the city's efforts in combating the growing urban violence issue. Urban violence is the community issue. I am confident that this plan, aimed at earning public support for the ceasefire initiative, will help to advance the city's efforts to create a safer, more vibrant city for everyone. We understand time, money, and lives hang in the balance, and that if this plan is to be successful, it must be intentional, authentic, and thought-provoking in order to move individuals to action. I am confident this campaign will do just that. Sadly, we are all too familiar with where we are as a city. The dots on this map grow by the day, sometimes by the hour. While well-intentioned, the City of Philadelphia has tried and failed multiple times to execute various plans and programs aimed at reducing urban violence. The Ceasefire Initiative is an evidence-informed approach to reducing crime in urban areas. It has been successfully implemented in other metropolitan cities with high rates of crime like Oakland and Chicago. The success of ceasefire in other cities is a key message we intend to thread throughout the life of this campaign. This campaign is aimed specifically at reaching these key stakeholder groups. We must reach these stakeholders where they are and then bridge that gap with effective communication tactics filtered through various modes and mediums. These were some of the key findings from a survey of Philadelphia residents. Some of the key questions I was hoping to address through my primary research were centered around knowledge of and connection to violence in Philadelphia as a resident of the city. In order to gain widespread public support for an urban violence reduction initiative, I needed to understand what residents knew about crime in Philadelphia and what, if any, were their connections to it. Is this issue personal to them, or is it something they are aware of on a macro level, but has little impact on their day-to-day lives? Overall, residents understand there is an issue plaguing our city. The opportunity lies in providing them a means to help solve the issue. Again, our hope is that this campaign will do just that. The goals for this campaign are twofold: to educate Philadelphia residents on the urgent consequences of urban violence, and to build energy and support for the ceasefire plan so that it can be executed successfully. The goal is set to be achieved through these three objectives. 1. Target Philadelphia residents with key messages on the social, emotional, and economic effects of urban violence. 2. Utilize civic, community, and faith leaders as grassroots influencers to amplify key messages. Demonstrate the success of the ceasefire plan in other major metropolitan cities. The communication and public relations series that will guide this campaign are strongly tied to utilizing influencers as ambassadors for our key message points, and to frame the successful implementation and execution of the ceasefire initiative in such a way that residents understand and appreciate its value as a way to reduce urban violence. Throughout the life of this campaign, we need to carefully, creatively, and boldly communicate these key message points. Beyond loss of life, there are lasting economic impacts related to urban violence. An evidence-based approach to reducing urban violence has been successful in other cities. Collaboration is key to solving the issue of urban violence. And most importantly, peace is possible in Philadelphia. The complete set of tactics is listed within the plan. However, here I would like to take the opportunity to highlight the 4 that I feel are most critical to achieving the objectives. Host live and virtual listening sessions that feature stories of survivors of urban violence and family and friends of recent homicide victims. identify 10 to 15 community leaders, or influencers, as I like to call them, and position them as subject matter experts. We'll specifically pick these individuals to represent all Philadelphia neighborhoods. Establish a comprehensive website that outlines the broad components of the ceasefire initiative. And lastly, produce a 2 to 5 minute video and then 10 to 15 smaller videos telling the story of what is and what can be if residents, business leaders, government officials collaborate and work together. This plan is about driving action and equipping Philadelphians, no matter their role within the city, to be a part of making our city safer. Of course, ultimately, success comes when the dots on the map begin to diminish and we see less light burning from memorial candles and more light shining from the vibrancy of our people and our neighborhoods. In order for this campaign to be carried out successfully, my team and I need 18 months from the initial point of research to reporting and evaluation. We believe this will allow for proper time to include input and direction from all parties and for us to effectively collaborate on a campaign that is intentional and authentic. Thank you again for your time and for the opportunity to present this campaign to you. I look forward to working alongside you and, most importantly, making a lasting impact on the city of Philadelphia.